Today we talked about even more chicken sandwiches, San Francisco, and scary stories. Wait till the end for a terror-inducing revelation. If you would still like to be associated with us, shoot us a DM at our Instagram or let us know how we're doing at our website, tiltednotster.com. Keep the lights on.
Hello, my name is Edwin.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Frantic.
And together we're Tilted Not Stirred. So what has you guys feeling tilted today? What's going on, guys?
Man, for me it was a pretty chill week.
Straight
worked,
chilling, dude.
3 days, and I watched some movies today. I watched Constantine and Dune.
Oh, shit. Yo, wait, Constantine? The one with, what's his face?
The Matrix
Keanu?
guy.
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, Keanu. Yeah, it's Keanu.
Yo, that movie was tight. I remember when I watched it, I rented it, back in the day when Blockbuster was still a thing. I rented Constantine, and I was like, holy shit, this Keanu guy's cool. He's not just cool in The Matrix, but he's cool in this movie, too.
My first exposure to Keanu Reeves was the movie Speed. That movie always played at my house. We had the VHS. That was
Is that the one with the bus?
yeah.
Oh, I've never seen it, but I know that's the movie where the bus can't go under what is like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, or
Oh,
else it'll blow up. It's-
Holy.
Yeah, I mean, the premise is weak at best, but here we are, It's it was a really fun movie for the family.
And you said you watched Dune?
Yeah.
Is it? So I watched. So the trailer is long as shit, and I'm like, okay, if the trailer is long, then that means that they must have put a lot of money into this movie.
I mean, visually, it's a beautiful movie,
Okay.
and I guess without getting into too many spoilers, it's a good setup.
A good setup. So what is like? There's gonna be a part 2.
I hope so.
I go ahead.
I mean, it's titled Dune Part 1, implying that there's going to be a Part 2. But the studio said, when asked, they were like, oh, well, it depends on the success of Part 1, If it's not successful, then we won't release a Part 2.
I guess it makes sense, but it's kind of risky in today's day and age, right? But like the movies have to be like a hit instantly. It can't just be like slow and dragged out.
The thing is, Dune has already had a following for a very long time. Dune is a very niche but very devoted fan base. It's very nerdy, dude. It's regarded as one of those like great sci-fi movies out there and book. And
wait, so you're saying like this Dune universe is like already a thing?
yeah, it's been a thing for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
So this movie is not too much of a risk since the fan base is already there, pretty much. And if anything, it's attracting more people into it.
Yeah, I mean, I never heard of it beforehand. I went in completely blind. I didn't see any trailers, nothing about it. I just heard Dune is a good movie. That's all I saw. So I was like, all right, I'll watch it.
Yeah, but Dune is a already established fan base that's out there, so it's pretty.
Yeah. I don't watch a ton of movies, but it's definitely one that I've considered strongly. So
I mean, if you have HBO Max, you can watch it on there.
I don't have
cool.
HBO
They
Max.
got a deal with HBO or what?
Yeah, it's made by Warner Brothers, who I think owns HBO, or it's the same company.
Okay.
I wonder how Dune fans feel about this movie.
The reception I got from Reddit was, why the hell are you watching it on HBO? You should be giving them money and watching it in the theater. Go fuck yourself. You're not a true fan.
Oof. I mean,
well, technically they're right since this is your first exposure to it, but I'm down to go watch it in theaters if you're down, Jeff.
I might be down.
yeah,
Okay.
watch it a second time.
Yeah. I just watched it today. So now I'm thinking, do I want to watch it again tomorrow?
Damn. Well, now I really want to watch it then.
Are you free tomorrow?
I mean, I work.
I know, but after work.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's a date made official by this podcast.
All right, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well,
It's on recording. It's on
Let the
recording.
people know what all our thoughts are next week.
Next episode, everyone, watch the movie. We're
Jeff?
not paid, by the way. This isn't a sponsorship.
Jeff, before we move on. You said you had thoughts on a certain topic near and dear to the show.
Yes, it is. It is time for, I think, the most anticipated section of the show. Honestly, the chicken sandwich review.
Oh yeah. Which one did you try this time?
Off of Edwin's recommendation, I had the Jollibee one.
Shit, man. I was supposed to eat that one too, and I forgot.
Where
I will
did you go to Ontario Mills to get it or what?
Ah, man, DoorDash.
DoorDashed it? Okay.
Yeah,
So give it to us.
it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Yeah,
So it wasn't.
I'll put it in my
game-changing.
top 3.
Oh
I'm
my
not-
god.
Game changing? No, like jalapenos do make a difference. I'll
Right?
say that.
Those jalapenos are insane.
That definitely put it above notch. But for me, it's a little on the smaller side,
Yeah, I told you it was small.
and this has no relevance at all towards the taste of the sandwich. But it comes wrapped and not inside of the sleeve.
Huh.
You know, that's
Like on foil? You didn't like that?
yeah.
It came...
It's not in the sleeve, dude. That's how you know it's a chicken sandwich place, bro. When it comes in the sleeve.
Oh, this one you have to like open it all up and just have it there in plain sight
Mhm.
how small it is. All right. Well, so wait.
Yeah.
So you said it's your top 3. So then it knocks down KFC.
Yeah, KFC's 4th now, I would say.
Okay.
So what's the new rating?
Popeyes is still 1, man.
You like
The-
the
the-
Popeyes?
It's the same price, but twice as big.
Hey,
You can't beat that.
It's one heck of a value proposition.
Yeah, you literally can't beat that value.
Yeah, you can't.
So Popeyes, and then I don't know. I haven't had Chick-fil-A's in a while, so I can't give you an honest second at the time.
I honestly think we should pick them all up at the same time and just have a bite of all of them, and try them.
Blindfold test.
Yeah, just try them like that.
Oh, okay.
That'd be interesting.
If you try them all at once, I don't know. What are the thoughts?
I mean, we could try setting that up for sure.
Yeah, because I was busy this week. I retried the McDonald's chicken sandwich, and it was better than the first time, so it moved up on my tier list. Jack in the Box is officially the worst one right now.
The Jack in the Box spicy chicken got me through tough times in high school. It will always have a special place in my heart because of the sauce. If you put the little orange packet sauce or whatever the fuck, I don't remember what it's called. I think it's mild sauce. You put that on that chicken sandwich and it becomes pretty good. You definitely need that sauce though.
Yeah, I think you've tried much better sandwiches since high school.
Yeah,
And,
for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know if that still holds. Maybe you should try it again and see if nostalgia kicks in.
I mean, this
Nah.
is the new chicken sandwich too, which is supposed to be better. So
I probably won't. I don't go to Jack in the Box. But anyways, what have you been up to, Frantic? What's going on?
I mean, just a whole lot of the same stuff, brother. Just, working, new world, girlfriend. This is a very interesting month because like every weekend there's something to do. And it's not that that's a bad thing, but then I'm also like, shit, I want to be on my computer. So
spoken like a true RP or MMO.
yeah, and but it's fine though. Like I'm enjoying it. Went to a brewery yesterday, and it's called what's it called again? It's called Arrow Lodge, and it has some of the best beer I've had, and so I go maybe every other week with a friend, the girlfriend, and all that, and it's good times, honestly. I'm enjoying being able to have that part of myself back, the going to breweries, because that's something I really really enjoyed before like the pandemic hit and all that, and I became more of a homebody,
Mhm.
and yeah, just enjoying that. What about you, Edwin?
I just came back from San Francisco. Celebrated my anniversary with my girlfriend. Shout out, I love you. Um, and
Get a
it was
room.
Oh,
I.
brother.
It's only because she listens to this podcast. Honestly, as soon as it shows up, she listens to it. So here you go.
Oh,
But it was really fun, man. The weather wasn't on our side, for sure. It was the first rain San Francisco has gotten in the year, and we were there for it. It rained pretty
perfect.
much all weekend, and we didn't have a car. The goal, so San Francisco's laid out super weird, man. So from one side to practically the other side, it's about 5 or 6 miles, right? Which, if you put that into perspective, I can walk 3 miles, right? But when the 3 miles takes you about like an hour or so to get there, it's actually a really weird thing. Um, Walking in the city seems totally doable, but it also isn't an impossible task. Um, since all of we measured the roads and they were at 45-degree angles at some point,
Yeah.
and that's wild.
Yeah, I mean it's like up and down, up and down. It's interesting for sure, and they made it work somehow.
Yeah, that city is crazy. Every Uber driver that we got into their car, I would always ask, like, are you used to driving here? This is a thing? You love this? Is this insanity to me? And they would respond with LA's insanity to me. And I was like, yeah, you're right. It is insanity, but
Yeah.
this is a different type of hell. Everybody's parking on the sides of the roads. There's one way roads everywhere. Um, but parking at an incline like that, you have to park your car perpendicular to the street. If you don't do that, I don't know, you're
It might
fucking,
roll. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, don't
And,
they have like a huge issue right now with people breaking into cars?
yes, absolutely. Every time I looked up a TripAdvisor review for something, like, oh, if I was gonna be like, oh, how's this attraction? Every single one of them had pictures of cars with windows being smashed in. And then since it rained so much, I saw a tree fall on some dude's car.
Holy
Like absolutely
shit.
destroy that guy's car. So that
Did you
guy's
see the tree fall, or
no, it
just
was
the
it,
aftermath?
it was just it was just on his car,
Damn,
fucking
man.
destroyed the shit out of it.
Even the trees are getting in on the action.
Yeah, so um that guy was probably not gonna wake up to anything nice.
A fat insurance check.
We went to this Korean place that like I was extremely excited to go to. So my girlfriend researched all of the locations that we were gonna visit, and I put almost as much effort, if not more, on the food, what we're gonna eat.
It's
So,
critical. What you
yeah.
eat is basically what makes the trip.
Yeah, and there was this one place that I was extremely excited about. Daiho Kalbijim, which is I don't know, I probably butchered that, but it's like a beef soup place, and they have braised beef ribs with cheese on top. I've seen, I know you
Yes.
have that.
It's perfection.
Yes. So the dish on the menu says it's like $60 or so, and I got it with all the add-ons, all the fixings. I was like, yeah, just give me everything. I want the full experience. I didn't know what I was getting into. $60. I was like, that's fine, right? Whatever. that thing easily fed like 4 people. And my girlfriend wasn't keen on the idea to begin with. So she was,
Oh man,
yeah. So,
yeah. I imagine you didn't get a whole lot of help then.
uh, not much, but yeah, a lot of it just went to waste because I was too full to manage. And yeah, it was absolutely delicious. It was just really, it was really for 4 people, and it was just 2 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was exciting, and we only had one concrete thing that we had tickets to, and it was like a time and date thing, which is Alcatraz, and the rain.
You went? Oh wait, no, the rain.
Yeah, the rain canceled that for us, so
Son
that was
of
fun.
a-
Yeah, but on the bright side, my girlfriend's been looking for I think they're called Mary Jane style um Doc Martens. They're Doc Martens, and we found them in hipster capital for sure. Her size, so
Nice.
yeah. We went to Amoeba Records, which was I love places like that. So I mean, in short, this is me telling you that I got to release some of that hipster tension that I grow up with, that grows up in me, you know. And we had a nickname from me and my girlfriend and I, that I told her, I'm so glad I don't live in San Francisco, because if I was here, I would be just sucking LaCroix left and right. And I had my very first one. I had my very first one in San Francisco. I had, because the hotel, it was just unlimited. You can have as many LaCroix as you want.
Oh yeah.
And
For those who don't know, what is that?
There's a reason for that. They're god awful.
it's mineral water. It's flavored mineral water. And I became LaCroix boy that day.
LaCroix boy. Why am I not surprised?
This shit was incredible, dude.
Dude, we used to give LaCroix out like in the marketing club back when I was in university. We used to call them LaCroix because we all thought they were terrible. And Edward's LaCroix boy. God.
That shit was incredible, bro. I fuck with LaCroix so much. Oh man, it depends. I mean, I had the lemon kind. The lemon kind is fantastic. We just saw a bunch of, like, it's hipster. It's just hipster heaven over there. We saw people riding wheels. I don't even know what the hell it is, but it's a motorized wheel you stand on. I'm gonna have to look that up.
A unicycle with a motor?
Pretty much.
But they're standing on it, right? They're not
But
sitting.
yeah, they're standing on it, and you're not pedaling or anything. You're just standing on it, and it like at least once an hour we saw someone riding those. So that's a thing. I mean, I probably wouldn't be able to ride one around fucking the IE. A pothole would take me out in like a second, but you know that was exciting. It's a lot of cool shit, you know, that happened over in San Francisco.
Yeah, but I've gone a couple times, and the two things I appreciate is like the variety of food and the fact that people actually go outside.
Yes, we commented on that. I was like, we're walking out here everywhere. We're just walking everywhere. We walked a shit ton, and it was just perfectly normal to do. Everyone was walking with us, and I was just like, this is fantastic. I had recommended on this show Kim's Convenience before, and in that show, people go in there, buy a couple things, and then just go and leave and stuff. And that became so relevant in that city, in San Francisco, because you actually see it. There's little convenience stores here and there. You buy like a single egg or two, and like little things, just little things, and you just take them back to your apartment, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of lifestyle isn't really, like, you don't see that in the suburbs at all. You take your trip to the grocery store,
You go to Costco.
you buy your
that's all you
your
gotta
week's
know.
worth of bullshit, and then you come back.
And 2 months worth of toilet paper.
Exactly. But out there, it's just little things here and there, because you're either walking because you don't have a fucking car, or, you know, like, if you do have a car, parking's a bitch. So
Yeah, cost of living so high that you can only afford one egg. maybe, and you gotta walk there.
The streets is cold, yo.
It's tough out there in the streets.
Yeah, it really is tough out there in the streets. All of my Uber drivers mentioned homelessness, and then the price of living there, which was insane. A lot of people come from Sacramento to work Uber there because it's just an insane amount of work. Everybody Ubers everywhere.
That makes sense.
I mean, driving an hour and a half so you can make more money, huh? That's fantastic. It's just, I don't know. It's a different style of living that I really appreciate. I really do appreciate it. But I'm not a city boy through and through. It's just I really do like the minimalist stuff that you're kind of forced to do in San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's it. I think that said my piece on San Francisco for now.
Coolio. Yeah. Let's see.
Shit, I'm lightheaded. I need a LaCroix.
All right, settle down there, LaCroix boy. So I don't know if this is gonna be like a segment of the podcast now, but I kind of like picking out maybe like 2 or 3 stories throughout the week to kind of, just kind of inform the folks and then also kind of get your guys' thoughts on them. I'm gonna start off with the Tom Brady 600 touchdown.
Yawn.
I don't watch
Yawn.
football.
He's already the GOAT, bro.
He's the first one ever to reach 600 touchdowns. And so the receiver who catches it, Mike Evans, he gives the ball to a fan in the stands. And,
what?
And everyone's like, dude, that's a 600 touchdown ball. What the fuck? And he's just like, I didn't know. You can see like in the camera, right? Like you can read his lips saying like, I didn't know. And so they went over to talk with the guy, and the guy gave up the ball, which is like a complete fail because you lose all leverage, right? Once you give the ball back.
Wait, so he didn't negotiate like lifetime tickets or something?
So this is what they ended up giving him, right? So they gave him 2 signed jerseys and a helmet from Tom Brady, which is like, pretty valuable. A signed Mike Evans jersey and his game cleats, $1,000 in team store credit, 2 season passes for this year and the next. And then Tom Brady, like he kind of joked around, said he was going to give him a Bitcoin, but I don't know. That's like not really part of the deal. But yeah,
that Tom Brady hand job.
That's
I hope
what
he got
got
a Tom Brady hand job.
I mean, a kiss, right? Anyway, I think he could have gotten a lot more.
I think he would have gotten a lot less had he tried to negotiate.
Dude, this is a 600 touchdown ball. It's never been done.
It's never ever been done.
Never.
I mean,
The
what's
Barry
closest
Bonds
one?
home run ball was basically just like, I don't even want it.
I
Bonds
think
didn't even want it.
I think he could have gotten like lifetime tickets. I would have negotiated that. Give me
I don't think I would've
lifetime
given him that.
tickets.
Give me lifetime tickets and a signed Brady jersey.
As
That's
a
it.
fan, why would you care? Like, that ball isn't worth shit to you. You can auction it off, but
It's
at
worth
the
a
end,
lot to a lot of people.
Well, if you think about it, right? If you do auction it out, it is worth a lot. It is worth a lot to a lot of millionaires.
Very true. It's a piece of history right there. That ball.
Exactly. So you auction that ball off, it is gonna attract a pretty damn penny, and I'm pretty sure you could get a lot more than what he got.
Yeah, but I as a fan, I understand too. Like, yeah, give the ball back. But it doesn't belong to you; it belongs to them. But
Does it belong to them if it was given to you?
well, to the players, right? It's like if a rookie hits their first home run ball, you like just give it to the rookie, right?
yeah, you give it back.
You give it back to him because
Mhm.
sure, that ball isn't worth anything then, but like if they become like the best player, if they become the GOAT and you're the one who caught their rookie ball, I would imagine that would go for something. But anyways, that's story number 1. Story number 2, and this is kind of a major downer, and I mean the next 2 are, but like the whole Alec Baldwin situation.
Yeah, the media portrayed him like a monster, dude. It was ridiculous of how they portrayed him. It was a complete
Well,
accident.
well, what
And
happened? Let's get the facts first before we get the
okay,
reactions.
Yeah, they're shooting a movie called Rust. Shooting. Anyways,
oh
so
no, oh no.
yikes. Anyways, he's like sitting at one of the pews in this on the set, right? And he's practicing like drawing the gun. And he's practicing like a cross draw where like the gun's on a holster on his left side and he pulls it out on with his right hand. And so he's just practicing it. The the assistant director, I think his name is Dave Halls. He's the one who gives him the gun and tells him that it's a cold gun, which basically means like there's no ammunition in it. Bada bing, bada boom. The gun shoots. It turns out it does have something in it. And yeah, for those who don't know, the camera person that he shot accidentally, well, she passed away. And she was a mother, the wife, and all that, and it's tough.
She was the cinematographer of the movie.
Yeah. Major yikes. And I mean, I'm sure like all of our listeners have at least heard something about this. And it's truly unfortunate. I don't know who gets sued here.
The studio.
Like who's going to jail? Is somebody going to jail here?
I would think it's whoever the prop handler is.
I don't think he would go to jail. I think at the studio as a whole, right?
Yeah.
So what happened was, I think prior to this, they had fired the head prop guy, or like I forgot the term for it, but there's always someone who knows how to handle guns on set, right?
Yeah.
There's always someone who like makes the gun, like checks it, make sure it's clear, all that. You're not even supposed to let actors handle the gun unless they're actually shooting, like, or filming, rather. So like it was all just bad. It was entirely bad. That whole situation was just horribly, horribly mishandled. So whoever gave the director the gun, or how he ever got it, that's who's probably gonna face legal repercussions.
Yeah. So I think the guy who gave him the gun, he was also like an assistant director on a different film called Freedom's Path. And in that set, when they were recording that movie, a gun unexpectedly discharged on set. So that guy was terminated at the time, and then now this incident happens with this guy in the same set. So, I mean, did he just make the same mistake? I don't know.
Was this guy a serial killer that
In disguise?
gets off on making other people kill other people?
I don't know. But in the first incident, they just went to like the hospital and everything was fine. And this one, it was a lot more fatal.
This is really, really sad for the victim. The lady. I don't know her name. Do you know her name?
I did not look. I seen her name, but I forget it right now. Let's see.
But also at the same time, the way that there's something like really wrong with our media, that the headlines for this incident were absolutely abhorrent. They were attacking Alec Baldwin as they were just taking cheap shots. They were saying Alec Baldwin, person who struggled with anger issues, has had drug abuse problems and sobriety problems in the past, shoots woman, murders woman, and it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Where'd all that other stuff come from?
They gotta spice up the headline.
A lot of places were doing this. A lot of places had the same exact style of reporting, that it was just like Alec Baldwin, let's take a cheap shot real quick at someone who was honestly a victim as well. Not obviously not the biggest victim of this whole incident, but
yeah,
it was an accident, and It's insane at how our media handles anything. It's really disgusting.
Hmm.
It's
So
just disgusting.
Helena Hutchins is her name.
Yeah, and some media outlets do not mention her at all. They'll mention the co-star Edward something, right? Or something Edwards. They'll mention that guy or something Lee, Brandon Lee. I think it's Brandon Lee. They'll mention the co-star, they'll mention Alec Baldwin, but not the person who got fatally wounded.
Yep. And speaking of fatalities, I guess this is kind of like the closing on the Gabby Petito thing. I don't know if the folks at home remember that we brought up the story of basically the YouTube couple that traveled around the country or went camping. That was their thing. And yeah, so they found his body, and they which is good, but unfortunately,
Was it confirmed his body?
yeah,
Her body.
It's the guy's body. They confirmed
his
it,
body.
and they can't determine the cause of death. Unfortunately,
Wait a sec. Wait, time out.
dude is dead.
What? Wait, what?
They found. So what happened was the parents tell the FBI folks like, "Hey guys, we're gonna go search this place again." And then within minutes of being in the park, they find like articles of belongings of Brian. And so they found the dude's stuff in an area that before was submerged underwater. And that's one of the reasons why they can't determine the cause of death, because, I mean, who knows how long that body's been in the water.
So
And,
did the plot thicken here? The parents...
well, I mean...
Is this vigilante justice? What's going on
who
here?
knows what happened, man? Because they also found, I mean, this is kind of a part, but they also found other bodies in that area for like other like murder / whatever. And yeah, I mean, the parents said that they're not gonna have a funeral. And right now, the biggest thing is like, because they found a notebook within like all his shit, but it was underwater. And so right now they're kind of trying to figure out how they can salvage it and see if there's any information on there. Which I mean, I hope there is. And it's mostly just closure for like the families, right?
Yeah. So was the dude a victim too? What happened
No.
here?
I think he just was fucking hiding because he killed her, and then he probably just
Who knows if something happened to
died
him in
through
the
his own
wild
stupidity.
or if he offed
Yeah.
himself. Who knows?
Damn.
But yeah.
All right.
And that's that. That's the
Yeah.
that's the news corner
Hell
here.
yeah, boys.
Yeah, that's the end. I guess that's the end of the podcast. I'm just kidding. Holy shit, that's heavy, man.
Maybe I shouldn't pick out like murder stuff, huh? But maybe
Well, I
people
mean-
enjoy that shit.
I mean, yeah, people definitely enjoy murder shit. So
Yeah.
it's just...
Maybe I won't give them
Wow.
that pleasure.
Wow. I mean, I don't think any of us in this podcast here enjoy murder shit, but
Yeah, I
What
could
we-
do without it.
yeah, what we
Mhm.
do enjoy is spooky ghost shit. Right? So like we're talking about how we want to make this episode topic Halloween episode. You know, talk about spooky shit and stuff that we partake in and enjoy about this season, the holiday that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
The Halloween holiday. So, what's up? Who wants to go up first?
I mean, are we talking just the holiday itself, or just spooky things in general,
Um,
or
yeah,
both?
let's talk about the holiday first, and then we'll talk about spooky things in general. You know, what we like, what we don't like, any encounters with the otherworldly. I don't know. Whatever you guys feel like.
Well, I've personally, I've never been a fan of Halloween.
Too spooky
I've
for
always-
you, or
No,
I mean,
just-
you love candy, Jeff. I don't know why.
I
you
do
wouldn't.
love candy. Yes, I do love candy. But trick or treating was always just whatever.
What?
Yeah.
Trick or treating was the fucking best for me. I mean, go ahead.
I thought
Why
it
was
a
it
lot of fun,
whatever?
too? Because you
'Cause I mean-
you knew which houses and which neighborhoods were good.
Yeah, especially if you could trick or treat with a homie. Like if you knew your friend was like lived nearby or something, your mom picks both of you guys up and you guys all go, and then trick or treating with friends was the best.
I was sure treated with family. Just like my cousin and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was whatever. I don't. I'm not that big on Halloween. I guess I like candy, but just I don't know what it is about it.
Something I previously shared with my girlfriend and my girlfriend only is that for Halloween I dressed up I think about 7 years in a row as Dracula because I really fucked with being Dracula on Halloween. Like something about Dracula costume, varying levels of quality. Trash bags sometimes were included in this cape, but being Dracula was like my favorite fucking thing ever. So yeah, I was Dracula as much as I could be in Halloween. And then one of my sister's most memorable costumes is that she was Jigglypuff. It was just a giant pink circle walking around. So
dude, my favorite costume was a Spider-Man costume, and I tried to wear it like 3 years in a row. It stopped fitting after the second year, and I still wore it. It was great. Because I remember seeing the pictures, and it's just like, well, like a costume that just does not fit you. And it's supposed to be like a full costume, right? From head to toe. Yeah, it was bad. It was just like a little fat kid walking around in a costume that doesn't fit.
You don't have any stories like that, Jeff? Any embarrassing costume stories?
So the only story I have was in kindergarten. We did like, it was this Halloween, like everyone dressed up. I dressed up as Spider-Man, right? And my parents were there and they took a picture of the wrong kid.
What? Yo.
That's a great story.
And that's why he hates Halloween.
Yeah, maybe that's where it all stems from.
He never celebrated Halloween ever again.
Wow. So they took a picture of a kid with a Spider-Man costume thinking it was you.
And it wasn't me.
That's fantastic, Jeff.
That's pretty funny.
Imagine Jeff going, after struggling, peeing with the costume on, he comes out of the restroom just, exhausted. And then just to see his parents taking a picture of another Spider-Man.
Hugging him, saying, "You're the best Spider-Man I've ever seen."
It didn't go that deep, but sure. You can add as many details as you want. Make it your own.
Well, I mean, if you don't enjoy Halloween, then there's a lovely alternative. Jesus Ween.
Oh, wait, what?
Maybe that's what I need. I need to spend my Halloweens with Jesus.
Jesus Ween, boys. Yes. There's a Christian community. Well, because
sounds wrong.
We already know, right? Like the Christian faith, they don't support Halloween. If you're anyone who goes to church, like once you reach October, the father or the pastor
season, dude,
is always gonna talk about like, hey guys, don't give in to the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And so like basically this group, they have a website for this Jesus Ween, and
dude, that you keep saying that and it just sounds worse every time.
Yeah, I know, it sounds like Jesus is ween, dude.
No, but this is the best part about it, guys. You hand out Bibles and other Christian gifts.
Oh, hell yeah.
In a friendly way. So instead of costumes and, all that, like, the devil's work, you hand out Bibles instead. Now tell me, if you were a kid trick-or-treating, would you go to the house handing out Bibles?
I don't know.
Not really, man. Or
why they gotta suck the fun out of everything?
Dude, that's where you play the trick. You say trick or treat, and it's not a treat, so you play the trick.
Did people ever actually do the trick?
Yeah. I don't think anyone, at least in my neighborhood, I never saw a TP or an egging.
Like a brown bag full of shit and you light it on fire and you throw it at someone's door.
You're not supposed to throw it. You're supposed to just leave it there.
You leave it there
and run. Yeah.
They leave it there.
That's how you start a fire.
since it's on fire, they have to stomp on it, and
Yeah.
that's
And then they
that's
get
where this
all over
shit.
their shoes.
Yeah, that's where this shit comes in. As a kid, I TP'd a house once, and I threw an egg at a house once.
Damn, what a horrible person, Edwin. You need Jesus, dude.
I need Jesus' ween, dude.
You need Jesus'
This is
ween.
Fuck. Anyways, I mean, okay, so I was just talking to my girl. Okay, so I guess I'm not done with San Francisco. After we're done for the night, we got back to the hotel, showered. First thing I would do is turn on the Food Network. Why? Because Divers, Dungeons, and Dragons, and Dives, and Guy
It's
Fieri.
diners, drive-ins, and dives.
that
Yeah, I
that
see what you're
fucking
doing,
yeah, that
Simpson.
fucking show's fantastic. It's
Of
like
course it is, man.
it's everything I love about food. You know, he
Yeah.
goes to the fucking restaurant that's fairly well known in the area, and he'll shout them out. And that's the shit that I like in food, especially. I like going to restaurants that
All right, man. We got to
Yeah.
tie it in here somehow.
Anyways, what was I getting at? Okay, during the ads for it, they always played the same couple ads, and one of them was Ghost Hunters.
Ooh.
Right, it was just like Ghost Hunters, and I used to be obsessed with Ghost Hunters. Like that was some fucking quality television to my high school mind. Like I fucking love that show.
Dude,
And
same.
And I realized that fucking show does the same bullshit all the time. Well, they'll see a dust particle in the camera and they'll be like, "Did you see that?
Orb.
Did you see? Yeah, orb. Did you see the
Orb.
manifestation right there? Did you see it? Did you see it?" And then their fucking raccoon makes a sound. He's like, "Oh shit! I heard something. Fuck!" And then they'll like run. And they always cut to commercial right before they figure out what it is, just to keep you hooked all the fucking time. That show did that shit to me for like years, and I loved it. And they never fucking found anything. That's the beauty about that show.
Are you talking about Ghost Hunters, or a different show?
I'm talking about Ghost Hunters.
Because
Whenever
the Ghost Hunters I remember. Oh, sorry, Frank.
No, go ahead, dude.
Yeah, the Ghost Hunters I remember, they were for the most part pretty tame. They would go in and always try to be like, "Nah, this is this, this is this, this is this." And very rarely would they be like, "Oh shit, we might have something here."
Yeah,
And those were the episodes where I was like, "Oh shit, they might have something here."
yeah. They always at the end they'd always be like, this orb was just dust, or this was just a cat in the neighborhood."
Oh yeah, I see what you're
Blah,
saying.
blah,
That they- in the moment, they hype it up though.
Yeah, in the moment they're like, "Oh fuck, was that an orb? Oh shit." And I'm just like, man, this
Did
is
you get
fucking
that?
fantastic.
Did you get that?
Yeah, did you get that? Did you
I will
catch?
say, one year I was watching them in Halloween. They did like a live episode, right? And they were in a hotel, and they were like in the basement, like some shit ass basement. I don't know where they. There was like nothing there, and they were just walking down a hallway, and they were like calling out, and a little girl actually responded with "hello," and I was like, "What the fuck?" So that was cool.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm
That was
gone.
cool.
I'm gone.
Did they debunk that, or they were just like, I don't know what it is?
No, they were just like, "What the fuck?" They're like, "Oh, okay, hello, are you there? Are you with us?" And then they never said anything again. It was like, okay,
I love that question. Are you here with us? If so, can you
Make-
can you
make your
demonstrate?
presence known?
Yeah, show me that you're here. It's just, man, those shows are so bullshit. And then I was also telling that my mom's boyfriend really loves this Mexican YouTuber. He'll go to like graveyards or stuff, but this motherfucker actually sees whatever he seeks out to see. And he'll have actors or whatever the fuck like walk across dressed as like little girls in white dresses or whatever, but every single one of his videos actually has whatever the fuck he wants to see.
That's pretty great.
he has this voice, but at first I thought it was a parody, but no, it's not watched as parody, so it's watched actually for the spook factor. And I was just like,
Dude, YouTube ghost hunting is real. I've seen some videos. It's pretty funny. The Middle Eastern ones are the best because they always go into a place and they're always chanting the same thing, like God is with me, God is benevolent, like you can't hurt me. And then a noise happens and they'll charge at it with no hesitation. They'll
What?
just run straight towards the noise, chanting the whole time. It sounds like they're shitting themselves as they're chanting this mantra. And then they go in and like, what? Where are you? Like, who's there? And then another noise happens. He's like, oh shit! And then he starts running over there too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like this guy's terrified, but he runs at every noise.
Have you guys ever been to a haunted house? Like an actual haunted house?
No, I'm a pussy when it comes to scary shit.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't believe
I don't
in
fuck with that.
paranormal shit. Like I don't believe anything has ever happened to me. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna go out there looking for it. You know, like yeah, I'll pass.
You know what? I would do a haunted house, but where I draw the line, for some reason, this is an arbitrary line that I don't understand why it's there. But I would never play a Ouija board.
Dude, there's just some
Dude,
things you
they're
shouldn't
made
fuck
by
with.
Milton Bradley.
Yeah, they're
Or is it
fucking sold at
Hasbro?
Toys R
It's one of
Us.
the two.
Yeah, they're sold at Toys R Us. This is a fucking toy. But I don't know. It's just been so. I mean, okay, so growing up Latino, there was El Cucuy por la Mañana or whatever, and every time he was on around like probably like midnight, he would have these shows that were scary stories, and people would always just tell them his like their supernatural encounters or whatever, and it was just like the rest of the night till like 3 a.m. it was just scary stories. And I remember because my family would just get around, and have them playing at like parties and get-togethers and stuff to wind down the night. They were always there, and they always started with Ouija boards. They were playing the Ouija board and they made contact with something, and it came with them, and it, infested their house or whatever the fuck, and it was just. I don't know. The Ouija board was always the source of bullshit.
It's because you gotta say goodbye, dude. Whenever you're done with the Ouija board, you gotta say goodbye, or else the presence is still there.
Is that a
Makes
rule?
sense.
I know there's ways of
that's a
disposing
rule
it.
apparently. Yeah, that is a rule. That once you're done, you're supposed to say goodbye.
I know you had to cut it in 3 and burn it, right?
I don't know about that. What the fuck?
Wait, you
Yeah,
burned the Ouija board?
Yeah, to dispose of it.
Maybe douse it with holy water first. I don't know. I did watch Constantine today, so I'm pretty well versed in the occult.
Well, if you participate in Jesus' ween, I'm sure you'll have some holy water in your bag, in your goodie bag. You'll be straight.
Ay.
Alright, so does anyone have any scary stories to tell?
I don't.
Personal
man.
experiences?
I don't. But like the little town, right? The rancho that my family's from. That in that little town, you hear like the weirdest shit happen at night. This is all secondhand, right? Like, because I don't experience these things. But people say like they hear like someone crying, they hear like footsteps in the night, like all this shit, right? So the latest one right now is that there's a witch, and everyone's super convinced that there's a witch, like basically haunting the area right now. And it's so serious that it's to the point where they have men, right? Like grown ass adults patrolling the streets at night with guns because they're afraid that there's a witch haunting them. And it's serious, man. Well, there's some really superstitious people out there.
Well, you gotta understand that like a lot of this supernatural and crazy scary shit comes from religion, and Mexico is really fucking Catholic, extremely fucking Catholic, so I can understand being very devout and also believing in some of this like supernatural shit.
I mean, you have La Llorona, right?
Yeah,
The old
That's
wives'
Macabra.
tale that has the kids in line.
Yeah. There's a story, not a story, but there's historical uses for that kind of wives' tale or tall tale to tell kids not to do stuff. You know, in England they use the Green Lady of the Swamp that drags kids in that are too close to the swamp and drowns them.
Mhm.
And that's served to tell kids don't go near swamps or area. Don't go near the banks of swamps or rivers or lakes or any of that. You
Yeah.
will fall in and die.
Mhm.
They'll scare them with the Green Lady of the Lake. And the La Llorona tale is just don't be out at night, you know? So there's historical and evolutionary mechanisms why these tall tales exist, but that's just so we tell kids, in a way to scare them into doing things that will keep them out of harm's way.
Yeah. Have they confirmed whether or not the chupacabra is like real?
Probably as much as Bigfoot.
I've seen so many fucking renditions of the chupacabra. I don't even know what he's supposed to look like now.
He probably looks a lot like the ugliest dog ever. You know that
Mhm.
you know that breed of really ugly dogs?
What is it supposed to like? It's supposed to suck goat's blood, right?
I guess.
Well, it's in the name, right?
Yeah, and then like farmers will come back and see their goats dry.
Fucking Denzo.
Yeah, they'd be dry, and then they'd be like, "How did this happen?" So I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a story
Oh,
of something
please.
that fucking terrified the shit out of me.
Let's hear it.
It's like the middle of the night, right? I'm chilling in bed, asleep, and then so to give context, my back is to the room, right? And like I wake up because I hear my door open, and then I just feel like a rush of wind coming towards me, and I hear footsteps
Oh no.
entering my room, and whatever just I feel like someone sat down on my bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt the bed lower, and just like this thing was like reaching towards me, like something was reaching towards me, and that's when I like fucking woke up. That's when I fucking freaked the fuck out. But of course that was just sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis is scary. I've had a similar situation where I thought I woke up because my door opened and there was somebody pacing right in front of me, and they just paced back and forth. And I tried to say stuff, but I couldn't. I couldn't utter words.
Dude, that is the fucking worst, man.
I couldn't utter any words.
That is the worst.
And I was just humming and
Mhm.
trying to say stuff. I'm pretty sure I was doing that in like real life where I was trying to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because whenever I used to get whenever I used to get like sleep paralysis, I started to hyperventilate because I would try to force myself awake, and like so I would always wake up with like a like a heavy breath, and I was like, oh shit, fuck that.
How is that a real thing?
Sleep paralysis is real.
Yeah,
man.
what the hell is that?
Your body's still asleep, but your mind is starting to
awake.
wake up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So your like imagination is just running wild.
Mm-hmm. Your imagination's just throwing things at you, and you feel that they're real, and it's just emotions, sensations, and all that stuff. But you cannot do anything about it because your body's asleep.
Mm-hmm. And it always started the same with me too. I'd just be relaxing, and then I'd be like, I can't move.
Mm-hmm.
I can't move. I can't talk. And then like I said, I'd start like hearing shit. My breath, like I'd start like trying to breathe really fast, and then I'd just wake up in a cold sweat. Like fuck that.
It's never happened to you, Frank?
No. What the hell? Y'all are
This
weird.
shit's insane. No, this shit's insane, bro.
No, there's no way this is a real thing.
It's look it up. Sleep
100%
paralysis
real.
is 100% real.
I've had it happen to me
in
twice.
ghosts, and I don't believe in sleep paralysis.
I had it happen to me multiple times, dude. During college, I would get like shit for sleep, so I'd come home and nap. and it felt like every other fucking day I'd wake up in a cold sweat because of a fucking sleep paralysis.
I've had it twice, and I hadn't had enough like that, like Jeff, but it definitely is the worst.
It says here sleep paralysis most often occurs in people who have narcolepsy or sleep apnea, but it can affect anyone. What is that? What is narcolepsy or sleep apnea?
Narcolepsy is when you just fall asleep.
Oh.
You can't control yourself. You just fall asleep everywhere.
Oh, okay. What's sleep
me-
apnea?
Looking that up now.
Sleep apnea is, I think, you can't sleep. The lack of sleep.
Oh.
Either sleeping too much or not sleeping enough.
It says sleep apnea is a disorder in which breathing rapidly stops and starts. If you snore loudly and feel tired, even after a full night's sleep, you might have sleep apnea.
Yeah, you can't sleep enough because you're keeping yourself up.
Yeah, because your breathing is not right
Oh,
while you're
wow.
sleeping.
It says here common symptoms of sleep paralysis. A feeling that one is outside of one's body, chest pressures, or
Mhm.
feeling as if someone is standing or sitting on your chest,
Mhm.
sense of suffocating or breathlessness,
Mhm.
transient inability to move or speak during sleep transitions.
Yup.
Wow.
These are my nightmares, man. These are my nightmares.
And so this is different from sleepwalking, because
Yeah.
one of my brothers, he sleepwalks. I don't know if he still does, but he used to sleepwalk, and that was interesting. Sleep talking. Oh, one of my brothers does that. I've had conversations with him as he's asleep. It's great.
Oh shit.
I used to be able, I mean, not able, but I would sit up. If someone went to my room, I'd sit up. And then my mom would have conversations with me, and I would never, like, I didn't recollect any of the conversations that we had. I'd sit up automatically and just go back down when she came back out. But I just never, I didn't have any recollections of any of that.
Wow, kind of
So,
like
yeah.
me and my alarm clock. I'm like, oh shit.
What's that noise? Well,
Yeah.
anyways.
But yeah, there's they used to believe so the nightmare comes from a demon that would sit on your chest, and it's pretty much sleep paralysis that we know today. But yeah, I think the name of that demon is Mare or something like that. And the night hag, the nightmare, it was literally, people believed the demon would sit on your chest and there was nothing you could do about it. And that's where the word nightmare comes from.
Oh,
Dude, I
okay.
remember when I was still getting them, I told my cousin about them, and she was like, "Oh, that happens to me too. Se me palma el espíritu," is what she told me, and that her mom went in and like cleansed the room with holy water, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool. That's what happened to you, but mine's a scientific term." But hey, man, if that stopped it for you,
In Palma del Espíritu, that means the spirit becomes, what's the word? What's that word? I don't know.
it's basically what you said, right? Like there's a spirit on top of you.
Yeah, a demon in that
Yeah.
case. But yeah, it used to be, it's referred to as the nightmare or the night hag that would come over. I think he has a specific name, and I remember really looking into this like years ago. His name was Sisyphus. I don't remember, but some name, and I thought it was a hilarious name, anyways. But anyways, that dude would sit on you, and you would have these crazy nightmares, and he would eat your dreams, and that's how it would sustain itself. But yeah, sleep paralysis is intense. Definitely recommend for the spooky season.
Oh yeah, just
You recommend sleep paralysis?
It always happened to me when I was sleeping on my back. So
Yes,
for those who want to try it at home,
agreed. I would sleep on my back, and you can see everything. You can see the layout of your room, and you're like, "Fuck, I can't move." Yeah, Frantic. I'm surprised for someone who sleeps as much as you do. You've never felt that.
Well, I used to sleep a lot. Now I don't really sleep all that much.
Actually, you're getting there. Then you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. No, I'm a heavy sleeper, man. Like as soon as I hit the pillow, I'm gone. And like I don't experience anything. I just wake up.
So what I've also heard is that this sleep paralysis is the first start to being able to lucid dream.
I can lucid dream. I can do that.
But like an actual, like a for real lucid dream. Because I have dreams where I'm like, oh, this is a dream, but like there's a full lucid dream where you can control the dream entirely,
I-
where you can change the world, like some Inception shit.
I can do
You can,
that.
like,
I can choose. I can get myself out of a situation if I don't like it in my dream. That's why I don't really have nightmares.
your dreams are better than mine. Because when I realize it's a dream, I'm like, oh shit, I can fly. Wait, I can't. Man, this sucks.
And then you wake up in the same position you landed in your dream.
And I'm just like, man, what a disappointment.
When I first found out about lucid dreaming, I was just like, wait, people can't do what they want in their dreams? Like, can't actively say, all right, full stop. I don't like what I'm dreaming about. I'm going to go do something else. Like, or
Oh,
just,
man. The bad shit
Do-
follows you.
what do you mean?
In your dreams? Well, at least in my dreams, if I try to like, if I decide like, you know what, I'm gonna do something else. It's like the baddie's always around the corner again. It's like, man, you're out here ruining shit.
Wait. This is a good question here. Do you guys ever have a recurring nightmare?
Nightmare? No, I don't get nightmares.
You-
I get sleep paralysis, but not anymore.
You don't have a recurring nightmare at all?
I used to
No,
have
I have
one as a
recurring
kid.
dreams, but not nightmares.
As a kid, I had a reoccurring nightmare of, for some reason, it was this like Godzilla toy. And it would just show up in places. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? And then bad shit would happen whenever this little Godzilla toy would come out of nowhere.
You had a Cthulhu then, huh?
I guess so. I'm just like,
That's-
man.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like whatever I was doing, suddenly I would see like a little silhouette. And I knew, like, oh, fuck. It's the little Godzilla toy. And then yeah, from there I was just like, well, time to run. And then I can't run anywhere and I can't scream, and I'm like, yep, this is happening again.
My recurring nightmare is that I would get skinned alive, starting with my fingers.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Mine is like innocent, like I just run away.
Yeah, I would always be tied up and someone would skin me alive, starting from my fingers.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you thought about Jesus Ween?
Jesus Ween, please.
Maybe if you go to that.
I'm good. I don't have it anymore. But I used to have that dream. It was insane.
Yeah,
Jesus
Ween, please, Edwin. This
Yeah.
year we need it.
I discovered Jesus Ween and I'm all better, dude. They sprayed me with some LaCroix and I'm fucking good.
Oh my god.
All right. Anything else you
Yeah,
guys want to hit on?
I mean, how can we follow it up after you're saying you're getting skinned alive in your dreams?
Yeah, I think you take the cake with that one.
I mean, that just stopped. It stopped happening. You know, I've recovered. I've regained my skin. You know, but yeah, that was a dream I used to have a lot. It was pretty bad.
Fuck,
But-
man. I thought we were like, when we said like, hey guys, let's talk about Halloween, you know, because it's coming up. I thought we were gonna talk about like slutty costumes and like real innocent shit. Like, oh yeah, ha ha ha. But, God
talk
damn.
about sleep paralysis and getting skinned alive, homie,
Yeah, and the Ouija board.
and Ouija boards.
Yeah,
I've heard
that's
there's
sick.
real Ouija boards though that are made from like caskets and shit. And, like, headstones.
Damn.
Yeah, those are the real Ouija boards, not that Milton Bradley shit.
No glow in the dark. No glow in the dark Ouija board. By Hasbro.
Yikes.
I have a preference towards wild Ouija boards, where the
Wild
only letters are W and A.
And H.
Yeah.
Damn, did I suck up the the lighthearted spirit?
Yeah, I think
A
we need to
little
end
bit.
this here. I can't, dude.
Happy
Closing
Halloween,
thoughts?
everyone.
Closing thoughts?
Happy Halloween, everyone. Closing thoughts. That brings us to the end of the episode, huh?
I don't
I
know
think
what to
Franix
say.
Franix disturbed.
Dude, I don't know
My
what
my
to
closing
say.
thought is don't sleep on your back.
I guess sleep well, man. You want to sleep well so you won't experience any sleep paralysis.
But not on your back.
because
Because that's always how it started. Literally always how it started.
Not on your back.
Sleep on
Definitely
your
not
side
yeah.
or your stomach.
Wow.
All right.
Well, I guess what I would say is if you're going to a Halloween party this weekend, stay safe out there.
Bring a sweater. It's chilly out.
Yeah, it's the.
Hang out with the sexy nurse. You know.
You never know. She might be the one. I don't know.
Major red flag.
We got frantic fucking grasping at straws over here.
I'm fucking done, dude. After the skinning thing, I'm fucking done.
All right, to tell the people where to find us.
All right. Well, you can reach us at our website, tiltednotstirred.com, where you'll find links to our Instagram and Twitter. You can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
And remember to join us and share your questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stirred.
See ya.
LaCroix boy out.
Fuck. Can't with this shit.